Nelson thinks about it, decides to take it, and he makes it.
You do not want to leave maybe the hottest shooting player in the first 2 rounds wide open out there. That's a complete breakdown on the defensive end by the Hawks.
In the postseason, shooting 50%, 54% in the series, settling for another jump shot. Just intimidated by that presence of Dwight Howard on the inside. Nelson gets it back, loses it, and it'll be Atlanta basketball as they trail by 5 here.
The old give and go, Dwight Howard tried a little bounce pass, and Nelson couldn't quite catch it.
Williams out of the wing, sends it up top, Horford. Smith now trying to post up Lewis. Kicks it to Bibby. Shot doesn't go. That's where he can be good. He has really struggled in this series. Mike Bibby, a total of 12 points in the first 3 games. Carter, double comes to him. Barnes, Lewis quickly in the corner. Nelson. And a 3-second violation and a turnover. 6:45 remaining here in this first quarter. Jamal Crawford's going to check in as Josh Smith still bothered by that right eye. Bibby gives it to Horford. Shot clock under 10. Johnson rises up over Barnes and it pops out. Nelson gets by Johnson. And a foul on the floor. Prior to the start of the game, Mike Woodson addressing his team.
Hey, take a deep breath and just relax. That's all you got to do. And play hard for 48 minutes. All right? This is our building. We've been great in this building all year. Let's go out and prove that we can win a game tonight.
34-7 during the regular season. But they trail by 7 right now here in the opening minutes of Game 4. Can they send it to a Game 5? Bibby.
One of the ways they will get to Game 5 is Mike Bibby's going to have to make some shots. Right now, I kind of like it. They got more playmakers. They got Jamal playing along with Bibby. They still got Joe Johnson on the floor, so they have more playmakers out there for the Hawks right now. Speaking of playmaking, how about that? Again, we talked about the willingness to pass, and Matt Barnes making a beautiful pass, and Dwight Howard with the flush.
And a timeout. Timeout taken. Orlando 8 of 10. What a start. Led by Jameer Nelson, 4 of 4. Here's that passing you talked about. Barnes dropping a dime. Dwight Howard. Josh Smith headed back to the locker room for the Atlanta Hawks.
Now time for Gatorade Around the Cooler. Hello everyone, I'm Cheryl Miller. Well, all the players for the Hawks said after Game 3 it was absolutely embarrassing, and you know what? Their fans agreed. They booed them during the game and after, but somehow that did not set well with Joe Johnson, who said after the game he could care less if the fans showed up or not. Well, yesterday he backed off from his statements and said sometimes you say things when you're upset, but Kevin, as you mentioned earlier, he said that his frustration right now is that the shots that normally fall haven't been falling. He said give the Magic a lot of credit defensively. He has to make sure he's staying aggressive, guys.
I appreciate it, Cheryl, and talking to Mike Woodson. That was one of the key things he said in talking about Joe Johnson prior to the game. Hey, just relax. He's getting those shots. He's just got to make them.
Yeah, but what really relaxes you is getting in the paint, getting some free throws and stuff, and they're not anywhere near the paint. It's all jump shots. Dwight Howard's got that paint on lockdown right now for Orlando.
They are not taking it to him at all. Carter squares up. The 3 is good with the clock down. 10-point advantage. Vince Carter has never made it to a conference final. Their key addition during the offseason for the Orlando Magic. Joe Johnson now attacking, and a foul. That's what you were just talking about, Kevin.
No, I love it. You know, he saw the opening and he attacked. And this is what Joe's got to do. He's got a little edge on him. Go up there, get fouled, get to the line. You see Dwight coming over late, but get in there, force the action. Nothing relaxes you more than a couple of free throws. When you're a scorer, free throws just, you get up to the line, you hopefully knock him down as he misses his first free throw. But you stand up there, you relax, you're getting some points, and you're feeling comfortable as you see Josh Smith getting back to the arena. But it's very relaxing for a scorer to get to the line, and Joe Johnson's got to attack the paint more. That's their first shot in the paint.
Well, in the first 4 games of the postseason, Joe Johnson averaged 26 points a game, and since that time, over the last 6, averaging 13, and you see the jumpers to the drives. Barnes gives it underneath Howard, and a foul. Zaza Pachulia along with Mo Evans on the floor for Mike Woodson. And the foul's going to be on Zaza Pachulia.
He got Howard working hard. He had set up position. He got Pachulia out in front of him. He locked him in there. He is so strong. He holds him off. And Pachulia did the right thing. You just got to hammer him at that point. What do you think? You know, if I told you that you had Dwight Howard shooting 81%, would it be from the field or from the line?
Well, you know what? With his history, I think you'd say the field.
You'd be right. Okay, he might be the only guy you'd say that.
Absolutely.
He's shooting 81%, almost 82% from the field in this series.
22 of 27.
Oh.
27 of 46 from the free throw line, 59% from the free throw line. He has 3 straight double-doubles in this series, averaging 23.7 points, 15 rebounds, Kevin, in the series. And against Charlotte, he did not have 1 double-double.
Yeah, no question. He was very frustrated in that Charlotte series. He's relaxing now and playing very well as you get another long shot by Crawford. And Pachulia is working on the board to get him an extra possession.
Certainly one of the key factors throughout this series, getting to the glass.
Yeah, the Hawks are getting out rebounded by an average of about 10 rebounds a game. And, you know, the Hawks are a very good rebounding team. But again, it just goes to show how in tune and how well the Magic are playing.
Absolutely. Mo Evans, corner 3. Orlando Magic won the first 3 games by a total of 87 points. 87 points. Wow. The series record through the first 3 games is 95. Three-pointer comes up short. Back in 85, the Lakers in San Antonio. And this first quarter so critical for the Atlanta Hawks. Down 8 with 3:15 remaining in the opening quarter. Crawford wanted a call, doesn't get it. Nelson sends it to Carter. Double comes to Carter. The cut by Barnes. The spin move and the finish.
Well, if you're not shooting threes with the extra pass, they're making cutting moves. They're finding cutters in there. And a great weak side cut by Matt Barnes and ending up in a layup and a nice find, nice passing by Orlando again.
Points in the paint, 10 for Orlando. Atlanta 0. Under 3 minutes of play here in the first quarter. Al Horford, short corner Jay, counted.
Well, Coach Woodson said, Matt, that they've got to find a way to score. Their energy will come up if the ball goes in the hole. He said part of their problem they've had is they've been so poor offensively. They've lost all their energy on the defensive end. You see right now, you make a couple hoops, your defensive energy picks up.
25-17, 2:20 to go in the first quarter.
There's 2 on the ball. 2 on the ball. That means 3 have got to guard 4. And Matt Barnes does a great job of making that weak side cut. Great find by Carter. Nice little spinning, whirling dervish by Matt.
Going into this series, Kevin, these are some of the key factors you thought had to happen.
Magic versus Hawks, first key factor, ball movement. Orlando's had it, plus 23 in assists. Talked about Jamal Crawford and Joe Johnson having to get their averages. Hasn't happened. And rebounding, plus 29 for Orlando, dominating the board. The state of Dwight. Worried about Dwight? No longer. Playing great in the series versus the Hawks.
No worries.